DC the beat man. DC the beat man.
So epic.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And we have here, usually I say this, it's a special guest, right? Like, you see my friends and stuff like that, cool. Y'all are special, don't get me wrong. But we got a special guest today, ladies and gentlemen. How you want to do this? Like, DJ Heat, or like should we go your government? Because it took me a while to.
But nah, we don't gotta do
that. DJ Heat, ladies and gentlemen, how are you today?
I'm good, blessed. Thank you for having me on your show.
Oh no, thank you for coming on to the show. Like it really does mean a lot because I started going to WNBA games more this year because I say I support the WNBA, but I feel like if I don't really actually buy stuff for the WNBA, if I don't go, do I really support it? So I made sure I went. And the ambiance is really, like, the games were cool. I always loved the games. I've watched the games for years. It was the ambiance that helped out a little bit. Like, just the crowd, I loved. The music was always bumping. Like, sometimes I even got concerned. I was like, wait, am I in the club right now? Like, who's going something back right quick? Let me find out. You know what I mean? Like, y'all have it rocking in there. Oh, my God. Like can you just tell me how much joy do you get coming, like being in your job on a day-to-day basis? Because it seems like so much fun.
It is, man. It's great fun doing what I do, and like you said, the atmosphere at our Mystics games, our fans are the best in the W. I'm always gonna say that. Mystics fans, we have the best fans in the league because they're not just fans to me; they're family. It's a family atmosphere there. Like they check up on me. They say hi to me when we out in different places. The last game of this past season, one fan gave me a stack of classic WNBA basketball cards to have. Like, yeah, it's just so many cool things. So it's awesome to get them even more pumped up and excited through the music.
That's so beautiful to hear, the fact that it's a family, because it's a job, but like the fact that you're able to treat it as a family. And I'm going to go on a limb here to say this is your passion. So it makes it even better. Like I'm very envious of you, and with that being said, mind you, I'm not envious to the point where I'm hating. I'm just envious to the point where I'm happy. I just want to clarify that, people. We're not hating. We're not hating. You know what I mean? But now, we got DJ Heat, Word to the Wise. What this is, Word to the Wise. Like, just she'll give you little nuggets, little gems here and there. I just got a couple of questions though, because you are a professional DJ, world renowned. Now we can say that. You've been in Japan, you're over in the States. Like, we international. Cool. To become a DJ, because I googled them real quick and it said 5 of them.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
I'm curious.
I don't know, only 5 things. All right, so the first it said, like, choose a medium, like I guess a platform, and then the next step was learn the different types of DJs. The third one was study the basic DJing skills. Kind of bleeds into the second, but all right, cool. And then 4, explore various software tools. 5, find comprehensive music programs.
That's interesting.
Okay, so it sounds like, ladies and gentlemen, don't go to Google to figure out how to be a DJ. You may want to listen to this. So what's your take on that? How would folks like to become a DJ?
Oh, man. I would say the first step and the first question to ask yourself, like, is this something that you're really passionate about? Or are you doing it just because it seems trendy? Because, we tend to see trends happen. We all see times we're like, it seems like everybody's doing this now, or everybody's doing this and everybody's doing this all of a sudden. What's going on? know that. So if it is, do your research on the type of equipment that you want to use, because it's so many. Since it's more electronic based, meaning it ain't like we carrying records around.
Right.
More, it's so many different controllers out there, and it's so many different mixers. So, and that's another thing. Do you want to start off learning on a controller, or do you want to learn on turntables? Do you want to learn on CDJs? Do you want to eventually learn how to do those if you do start off on a controller? Because I feel like you should know how to use them all.
Mm-hmm.
Based on me from I travel a lot, and these places, they want to provide the equipment. They may say, hey, we have these CDJs, you got a DJ on this. We have these 1200s, you got a DJ on this. So controller is great. I would never knock a controller. You see all my videos that I make, I'm on my own controller because it's the convenience of it. But I could DJ on anything that you set in front of me. So that's one good thing to know. Like, what do you want to start on?
Okay.
Learn, and of course, just definitely, dive deep into the craft of learning. It may seem like the basics, but I'm saying that a lot of folks, they just hopping on and not even learning those basics. Like, learn how to do a simple blend. Learn how to do this type of transition and whatnot. Learn, don't. This is one thing that I always say to people, because with Serato, it's a gift and a curse. Love Serato. Don't gotta carry around records no more. But a lot of DJs tend to look at the screen. A lot of the newer DJs, they look at the screen, because Serato, when it lines up, you can see that the beat is matching. But I'm like, use your ears. Still use don't mix with your eyes. Mix with your ears.
Oh, yeah.
You still need to feel the music, because that screen could be wrong. It could be off just a little bit. Like, here, there are some DJs, that are professional, and they at a point where they don't have to use it, like, because they could feel it. Like, if it's songs and this and that, we just know, like, okay, you can feel it.
Okay.
Like, you can feel those moments where you don't need the headphones. But I'm like, starting off, like, learn to feel that music. You use your ears, man.
Okay. Out of curiosity, because that sounds like a skill that you got to develop over time. And I'm assuming, it's case by case basis, but is there maybe an estimation as to how long it would take to get that comfortable feeling of knowing
It should be a basic. It should be like the first thing. It's the first thing.
Okay.
It's funny. Like, a DJ friend of mine, he shared this TikTok that he came across of another DJ talk about the difficulty level of mixing with headphones on, and he shared it because he was thinking the same thing. Like, there should be no difficulty level with mixing with headphones. It's the basis of what you should know as a DJ.
I was about to say, I would think having the headphones helps out. Like, doesn't help you.
Right, because you can choose. So that's the point of it, because to break it down to help the non-DJs understand, we got two different sides we're DJing on. We got what's going out live, and we ready to cue the next one. I want to hear it in my ears before I send it out for everybody else to hear. I'm like, all right, now make sure I got this right key point. Like, how just give a sample, I can hear like how this transition may sound. Like, all right, this is good. I got the beats matching correctly, instead of doing it just out there where like the people shouldn't be the first one hearing the transition.
You should be, because you're governing the music.
Like, in my cue and whatnot. I could be talking old fashioned. Some people might look at this and be like, we can just look at the screen. But that's just how you talk. Like case in point, shout out to my mentor, DJ RBI. RBI is who, when I was in high school, he was a mentor to me, and he taught me a lot about the craft of DJing. And so he still teaches young people how to DJ. There's a program in DC called Words Beats of Life. You know, they teach the different hip hop elements to the young people. They do a lot for the young people revolved around hip hop. So they have DJ classes as well. And when I sat in on one of his DJ classes, when he's teaching the kids to mix between songs, he would cover up the screen, because again, I don't want them using their eyes and just looking on the screen to where the songs line up to where you know that the beat is matching. Like, nah, use your ears. So like I said, that's such a great thing that he does, because again, a lot of people come in too dependent. You know, I had even somebody told me, you know, that came up to me and they said they wanted to be a DJ, and I shared the same information. He was like, "Oh wow, like I didn't even know as a DJ you needed the headphones." I was like, "Yeah,
that's interesting."
Yeah, he didn't know, because everybody, a lot of the younger generation, they just looking at the screen and watching it match up. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like, okay, cool. I know people out there, y'all can do a dope set while looking at the screen and having y'all cue points already set. We could just hit one button and it'll go to that point of song. But I'm telling you, it's gonna elevate when you rely on them ears, not the eyes.
Like, all I remember seeing with the DJs, I gotta get my headphones now. They just be like this, like,
yeah,
like, all right, cool. Like, I always thought you needed headphones, so I that's news to me. All right, cool. I look at it like this: you need to have that versatility, because you never know. Like, your screen might malfunction, like something might happen where you need to adjust. And I feel like if you can't adjust, then what are you going to do? Like, if something happens to you, okay, well, you can go on the fly and still produce a show, and you've also prepared for that. So like, I think you're good in that nature. So if you want to be great in anything, you need to be able to be versatile. I feel like that's in a lot of things in life. You always need to be able to adapt real quickly, and that's based on the skill sets you have. So that's okay. Yes, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm over here. I'm scrolling through stuff. I'm finding, like, I found like a whole bunch of your playlists, and so I was like bumping with one, and I'm like, this kind of goes cool. Like, hey, I might, because like my homeboy has a radio out in Fairfax, so I'm like, y'all may need to do like a versus battle, but like with songs, like, or playlists, just see who got the better playlist. I'm like, that might be dope. But like, I wouldn't even think. I'm just thinking it's like, oh, mixes here and there. Like, I'm ignorant when it comes to it. So like, just hearing all this stuff is like, oh, that's fascinating. Oh, it's more into, dang, that's crazy. Like, so,
even with like DJing sports games, a lot of people think I'm just playing music, but I'm like, no, you gotta think about the situation. Like, yo, like, what song are you gonna play? Say the game is tied, the home team just shot a 3-pointer, away team just scored, called timeout immediately. Crowd is going crazy because that 3-pointer just got hit. What you coming in with? Or at the same time, like, it looks like we're not going to win the game. It's 1 minute left. It's a 40-point blowout. What you going to play that's still going to get people involved, but take their mind off of what's going on type of situation. So you just got to be ready for all situations. Like, all right, you know, they coming out of the huddle. It's 2 seconds left. We got the ball. We could shoot it to win. What song you playing when they coming out the huddle?
That's a lot. That's a lot to think about. Out of curiosity, what do you play for a 40-point deficit? Like,
you like current stuff that people it's been situations where it's been blowout, so I'll play like current. Of course, you don't want to play anything that makes reference to anything about like losing or win, because I think it was something that went viral recently, like at a Mets game. It was like the Mets losing, and the DJ played "All I Do Is Win" when there was like no chance of the Mets having to win. And I looked at, like, no knock to that DJ. I'm not knocking anybody, because, you know, for one, you know, of course I always do my research to look deeper into a subject. That person was a guest DJ, and he probably had a set already planned for right there, and that song was probably part of his set that he already had planned. And he probably, you know, wasn't situationally aware, like, oh, it's not a good time to play this song. He probably already had a set. Like, that's what I'm assuming. Like I found out it was a guest DJ, so I'm just assuming he probably already had this set that he wanted to do. Because even when I heard like the transition into the next song while looking at that clip, I'm like, yeah, this probably was like a set. He had these songs that he wanted to play to tell a story with his set, but it didn't work. I mean, it's happened to me. Like I said, it was probably like, the Wizards were down, and I this one song I played, and my boss got on headset, like, he really, like, you gonna play this? Or, I was like, like, I ain't think about it. Or, again, it was something where the opposing team had scored something big, and I ended up playing a song that could come across as I'm celebrating the opposing team. So again, my boss was like, that was in my early years when I'm still learning. So so now I'm just more, of course, got to be situationally aware as a sports DJ. Like I said, with things like you kind of feel when a timeout is about to be called, paying attention to the time left on the clock, paying attention to the score and whatnot, and where that all factors into music that will get played.
Okay. Do you ever throw like any of the playlists at the players and be like, yo, I'm thinking about running this? Like hypothetically speaking, let's say, just if possibly y'all down 40. Like, don't shoot me out. I'm just saying, like, down 40. Like, with something like, are you able to share the playlist with the players any, or is that not a thing?
No. Well, on the good side, it's good to get requests from players.
Okay, gotcha.
With Wizards last season, I was able to have, Kuz's playlist of his favorite songs. When we did Media Day this year, I got to talk to the players to get, find out who are their favorite artists that they really like. So I have it running in my notes about which Wizards players and their favorite songs. And with Mystics, they've always been very vocal, especially, we all love Natasha Cloud. We know she really loves music and really gets into it. So, if you notice, I would play Dreams and Nightmares every game. That's because she's asking Dreams and Nightmares every game. Like, she would give me like a certain look. She would look up to me and be like, she's ready to hear the song. Even like the previous season, the 2021 season, there was a different song that she ended up really liking, and she would just look up to me when she was ready to do, the song, because her and Shavonte Zealous would dance to that song. That was their thing. Yeah. So look up at me and be like, she's ready for a song.
Okay.
And, during that championship season, one of the ball girls that was there at the time, she would get all the players' requests, and she'll come up to me and she'll tell me like, all right, they want to hear this, and that, blah, 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 blah. So
Gotcha. Okay. So next time I go and I see her look up, I'll be like, all right, I know what time it is.
Yeah, she would look at. Sometimes she would scream out my name. She'd be like, he, or she would just look over and just point, type, depending on where she is. So I'm always paying attention to, on court, or Tasha's gonna give me a cue.
That's crazy. If she yelled heat, I might think that's a dad.
Yeah, no, she's actually done it. She's actually done it. I've heard it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, if I hear it, I'm gonna think she calling out a play, like heat.
No, it's like during the warm ups when they run out on the court. So that's
I got you.
That's always.
I got you. No, that sounds so dope. Yeah. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to carry the conversation a little longer. But like I did say, I'm gonna go an hour, and then so I'll leave it up DJ Heat. We got the Would You Rather, which can be real quick. Just lay them out. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. So I greatly appreciate this. Thank you so much, DJ Heat. I almost talked about your government. That's why I had to do a little quick pause.
It's all good. I appreciate you, man. This was fun.
No, I greatly. Thank you so much. We gotta do it again again sometime. Hopefully you're on board, and I won't have you commit to it on screen. You know what I'm saying? That way you can always back out of the deal. But hopefully all fair people, we can get some paperwork signed. So, but no, like I said, I appreciate. Do you have anything you want to say to the folks before we close out?
Just thank you to all the Mystics fans, all the Wizards fans. It's been an amazing journey so far, and you know it ain't over. It ain't over. Taking all the DC with me because it's my hometown. Love y'all to death. Love all the fans.
Beautiful. That's actually the best, and I'm not blowing smoke up your tail. Like that's probably the best closing I've had to look at. So thank you. No disrespect to my friends out there. I love y'all. But yeah, no, she won the closing remarks award. Sorry about that. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, again, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Thank you all so much again. DJ Heath, thank you for coming on. I greatly appreciate this. And we will do this again, hopefully. So with that being mine, you guys stay tuned and have a wonderful one.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.